The ancient lighthouse, grim sentinel against the churning North Sea, offered Sila's croft profound solitude. Its rhythmic beam, a pulse in the endless maritime gloom, was his sole companion. But then, the sea itself seemed to hold its breath. A thick, unnatural fog, unlike any in his decades of vigil, rolled in, silencing gulls. This palpable void, heavier than the deepest ocean swell, pressed his eardrums, amplifying his frantic heartbeat. For weeks, a subtle, resonant thrum had permeated the lighthouse rock, not a wave-battered groan, but a low, guttural vibration from primordial depths. An insidious hum, too low for conscious register, yet vibrating against his bones, an uninvited guest settling deep within his skull. The infinite, indifferent ocean, once a source of profound fascination, now felt like a colossal, sentient eye, its swirling fog pupil slowly turning its gaze upon him. Doubt first manifested not in blatant anomaly, but in the lighthouse beam's erratic, impossible rhythm. Not a mechanical malfunction, but terrifying consistency of inconsistency in its pulse. Faint, rhythmic light patterns, complex wave signatures, superimposed upon the fog non-random fluctuations, defying all navigational physics. It was a pattern, not accidental, but profoundly, terrifyingly deliberate. Silas, fueled by escalating paranoia and lukewarm tea, spent sleepless nights correlating ancient logbooks and rudimentary instruments. His gnarled fingers traced intricate geometric fractals, repeated across the beam's changing sequences. The patterns weren't merely observed. They seemed to unfurl, rearranging his familiar sea charts. Distant coastal lights subtly shifted, buoys altered imperceptibly, the familiar seascape transforming into a pliable, malleable canvas for an unseen hand. The thrum in his skull intensified, a low, persistent throb, mirroring the strange light. His world contracted, shrinking to the flickering lamp room, then to his mind's echoing chambers. Sleep became a fractured landscape of formless shadows and unsettling whispers, a language of pure concept, not sound, but meaning that clawed at his sanity. He perceived the deep thrum as a current, a psychic tide pulling at sanity's anchor. Paranoia, a venomous serpent, coiled around his rational thought, whispering the patterns weren't merely happening. They were actively being woven. He, Silas, was not just an observer, but perhaps a strand in their grand design, or worse, a fleeting thought within their incomprehensible process. He'd find himself staring into the swirling gray fog, convinced the emptiness wasn't empty, but teeming with structures beyond human comprehension, just out of his mind's grasp. The vast, indifferent sea, once a domain of awe, now felt like a colossal, intelligent membrane, a cosmic tapestry restitched with light and shadow. The true confrontation arrived not with a flash of light or an alien vessel, but with terrifying, instantaneous comprehension. During a violent squall, as the lighthouse groaned against the tempest, the low thrum in his head reached a shattering crescendo, splitting his consciousness like an ancient scroll. He saw it then, not light, but infinitesimal points coalescing into a colossal, multi-dimensional lattice, a living geometry of pure thought, stretching across the entire ocean horizon. The aliens were not biological entities traversing space. They were space, or rather, its very fabric's architects, dormant within the elements. They were entities of unfathomable mathematics, using ocean currents as neurons, fog as synapses, weaving existence's fundamental laws into a sublime, horrifying symphony. Humanity, the lighthouse, were inconsequential flickers, perhaps accidental imperfections in their grand, cosmic design. The realization ripped through his mental landscape, shredding his understanding of reality into incomprehensible fragments. When the routine Coast Guard patrol arrived, days later, the lighthouse was eerily silent, the thrum gone. Silas slumped before the huge lamp, eyes wide and vacant, fixed on the now perfectly steady, yet somehow wrong, beam. His lips moved, tracing silent, complex equations no human mind could comprehend, a babbling of alien calculus. He was alive, yet utterly vacant, his consciousness overwritten, replaced by an incomprehensible, cosmic truth. Sometimes, new Coast Guard personnel reported faint, rhythmic anomalies echoing through their sonar, almost like a lingering phantom limb of sound. And sometimes, listening closely to the endless sighing of the wind through the lighthouse's ironwork, one could almost hear a faint, low thrum, a silent vibration that suggested the architects had merely moved on, or perhaps simply awakened, leaving a profound and unsettling silence, a void where a mind once was, replaced by an unknowable, cosmic presence guiding ships through the endless, unnatural